Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes as usual. I'm wearing clothes. Nothing has changed. As you can tell, the podcasts have slowed down in the rate that I put them out. Nothing's happened. I mean, that's really why nothing's happened. Usually, when I do a podcast, because I have something to talk about, because the whole point of this is to be entertaining. So, due to the heat wave, I've literally been doing nothing all day. No interacting. Well, I don't interact anyway, but it was even less than usual. Um, there's nothing exciting about me watching YouTube videos. I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway, but I did go out to the store the other day, and I did see a really hot Chinese chick at Trader Joe's. So that was highlight of my week. Saw a hot Chinese chick. And the requirements for a chick to be hot is be skinny. So well, there goes 60% of the population. Anyway, so the Queen Elizabeth II, has passed away. She died. She's gone. The Queen is dead. She died of old age. She was 96 years old. Died in her home. Surrounded by family. But listen, um, I am not going to pretend that I knew this woman. I'm not going to pretend that this means something to me. And once again, the loss of life is always tragic. Okay, but I don't know the Queen. Shocking. There's people. I'm talking about people who live in America are acting like they lost their best friend. I mean, talk about I care about the current thing. That is one thing about Americans that I can't stand. I support the current thing. You don't even know what the current thing is, but you support it. You know, the current thing. Well, for most people, because most people are sheep, the current thing is just what the mainstream media tells you, what the government tells you, and that's like the last thing. That should be the current thing. That's the last thing. That should ever be a thing. Sheep love the current thing. But anyway, I've just seen so many people in America just devastated that the Queen has passed. They're more upset than people in England. I mean, I understand why a person in England, I understand why they're upset. I mean, that's a whole part of their culture. Kings and queens, noblemen, all that old time stuff. That totally is their rhetoric. But over here in America, I saw a news story where there's people in I think like Minneapolis are devastated, and they're having a memorial or a wake whatever for the Queen. I'm like, you're whatever. You're from Minnesota or whatever state it was or state whatever. I don't know. I live in this country. I don't even know if it's a city or a state. It was either like Minneapolis or Minnesota. There was like this big gathering of people upset. I'm like, wait, what? Really? Hey, I support the current thing. Last week it was Ukraine. The week before that it was wearing masks. The week before that it was you know, forcing people to get a shot that doesn't work. The week before that was Orange Man Bad. It was just whatever the mainstream media was pushing was whatever the narrative was. So now the Queen's dead. Now you're acting upset. You don't know shit about the Queen. Name one thing about the Queen. You can't. You know why? Because you don't know her. You never thought about her. You only thought about her 2 hours ago, whatever, when she died, because it was on the news. And then like you went to Twitter and you went to Instagram and you went to Facebook and you changed your status to mourning. You had a title going, "Rest in peace, Queenie. I'll miss you. You're an icon." Like it's a bunch of bullshit. It's the first time. This is the first time some people have ever even like mentioned the Queen's name and they're acting like they lost their best friend. Americans are so annoying. They really are. Anyway, once again, loss of life always tragic, but don't act like you know this person. You're American. Stop it. Blows my mind. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm mad that people are showing concern over someone that they don't know. But I guess I'll get over it, right? Man, but like this past week, and I live in California. There's been like raging forest fires. I swear for the past 2 weeks. Um, and it really affects well everything, especially the air quality. Like it always there's even though the forest fires are nowhere close to where I live, but you can still smell it. What certain days. I'm gonna say 2 days ago. Once again, days are all kind of mushed together for me. But I want to say like 2 days ago, like or 3 days ago for like 2 days, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not like a barbecue actually, or like a barbecue smell without the food smell, which was just the smoky smell. It's not like the neighbors next door were like having a bonfire, but it wasn't coming from next door. It was just the air all over the place, and like it did affect the temperature, because it was like smoky in the air, kept the heat in, but yeah, it's been a mess the past couple weeks. And here's the thing about living in California: how many times are we gonna have a forest fire that lasts for weeks? Like, shouldn't all the forests be burned down by now? I mean, how many times are we gonna have a forest fire that's like 300 acres big? I mean, we've had some huge forest fires. This is what I understand though. We've had so many gigantic forest fires that have literally lasted. We had a forest fire here one time that lasted like almost a month. I mean, like, um, we shouldn't have any forests left. We shouldn't have any forests left. This is what I don't understand. How come California is having all these forest fires, but then like a place, like the Amazon rainforest, they never have a forest fire? I don't get it. I mean, I know it's called the rainforest, but it can't rain every day. So I'm saying like there's got to be a week in the Amazon where it's dry, right? So you tell me there's never been a forest fire there? I mean, that isn't that the biggest forest on the planet? Like you never hear anything like crazy about a forest fire from there. I know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a guy trying to make sense of bullshit. But I don't know. I think these forest fires are set on purpose. I think they're purposely set. You know, 9 out of 10 forest fires are caused by humans. The other one's caused by aliens, obviously. But I haven't even bothered to look for an update to see if the forest fire's over. You know, whatever. So anyway, I've been trying to keep myself entertained by sleeping a lot, because like it's just you don't want to go outside because it's so hot, right? Now I know other people live in places like whatever, like Texas, Afghanistan, whatever, where it's like 100 degrees every. It's like 100 degrees every day. Okay, it's just that like we don't have air conditioning out here. Well, because it's usually 70 every day out here in Cal. Well, at least where I live in Los Angeles, it's like 70 degrees. So you really don't need air conditioning. So it's like the house doesn't have air conditioning. So it's just annoying. So you just sleep because it's better than like being awake, being annoyed. You know. So I mean, I've been sleeping a lot. I mean, hell, like I wish most problems could be solved by sleeping. You know, you got a girlfriend that's really annoying. Go to sleep. You wake up. Oh, you got a new and improved one. You slept long enough. She turned into your next door neighbor's daughter that you had a crush on. I think I'm projecting. Oops. Yeah, lots of sleep. Feel great though. And then like I've taken up. I'm sure I've said this before, but I started jogging. Um, God, I don't know how long ago, because once again time is a blur. I want to say I started jogging a month ago. I'm like roughly okay, maybe more, but I'm gonna say a month ago. I started jogging. Um, it's it's a good form of exercise. Actually, I feel a lot better since I started jogging. Actually, I do it almost every day. I mean, in on a day I don't do it, just because I'm physically not able. Like whatever, like I strained my knee, or okay, that's not true, but whatever. Like I strained my ankle, whatever. It's because like you don't want to do something when it hurts, hence like talk to a black woman. Anyway, listen, let me be racist, okay? Thank you. um but yeah, so I've been doing this jogging thing for about a month now. I don't call it running because I don't want to be one of those people, because I think runners are just weird people. So what I do is called jogging. Okay, jog up and down the stairs. I do it at the most for 30 minutes, at the minimum 15 minutes every day. And I also switched to the carnivore diet. Not kidding. I switched to the carnivore diet. And for those of you who don't know what the carnivore diet, it just means what it says. Like, most of the food you eat is meat, and to describe what meat is, in case you're, retarded, beef, fish, chicken, meat. It's not that hard. Goat or dog and cat. I want to include my Korean and Vietnamese friends who listen to this show. Once again, carnivore diet or dolphin if you're Japanese. Um, yeah, so 90% of the food I eat now is is meat. Um, and out of the 90% of the meat I eat, I want to say 80% of that is fish. The other 20 is beef. I've had this diet for a while now. I want to say around the same time I started jogging, and no, I want to say it's for like a little less. But anyway, vast improvements in the way I feel in my energy level. I feel so much better. But it's because it's simplified things. Like if you just eat beef or whatever meat, and like I usually have like onions with it. It's just simple. Like you're not adding any spice. You're not eating any like you know like I don't know, like get a bag of chips and like look at all the ingredients on the back. It's like a bunch of like chemicals. Well, there's chips, but there's like all these preservatives and stuff. Like I don't have any of that stuff in my life, and so I feel really really good. I feel really good. Now, I would feel better if I was snorting coke off an escort. Like I'm not trying to sell you a bag of tricks here. You know what I'm saying? I've had better feelings in the world. Like I think one of the best feelings I ever had was back when I was living in an apartment on Bayona Drive in Culver City. I received a golden shower from a Korean escort on my kitchen floor. It was great. Nothing will ever beat that feeling. But the second best feeling is this carnivore diet and jogging. I feel pretty good. Energy levels up. Not that I had a personality problem, but I'm feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Feeling pretty good. Now, I'm not recommending this to you. Everyone's got to do what they want to do. Like I've tried all sorts of just because I'm bored, all sorts of diets. Like I've tried just the protein shake diet. Like I was just eating protein shakes and like energy bars. Like food bars and stuff. That was actually a pretty cool. Like I felt great with that. The only problem with that is that um like sometimes the bars, like the food, it would just made me sick. Like this is not gonna make sense. I felt great, but sometimes yeah, it would just upset my stomach. Because I guess it's probably not good to just eat um like like meal replacement bars. It doesn't seem natural, I guess. So I was having some issues there. But yeah, like so far so good. Just eating basically what I eat is fish, beef, and onions, and I felt great. Now I'm sure that's bad for you too, though. Because once again, once you do anything too much, it becomes bad for you. So like every like whatever once a week, whatever. I will eat like a couple of things of fruit. Because I'm assuming once you do anything enough, it's bad for like once again like I remember when I went through that phase where like we were oh I probably can't say that, sorry. It's probably not good to brag about escort abuse, but hey, you know what, an empty cage is a useless cage. Oh, okay. And so I've been watching a lot of K-pop recently. I've finally come back to K-pop because the music has been so good lately. I've been really into well, I've enjoyed Twice's new comeback, "Talk That Talk." I've only heard like two songs from the album, but so far Twice they put out some good music. Blackpink put out another album. It's pretty good. Still in the New Jeans, still in the to Ive. I mean, basically, like I'm into groups that have members I want to have sex with. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, yeah, oh yeah, and like still in like Red Velvet's latest comeback was good. But the one thing all these groups I mentioned have, they have members I want to have sex with. So is the music really that good, or am I just horny? You know what I'm saying? Like is New Jeans really a good K-pop group, or it's mating season? You know, I question because see that's the problem with like being a guy. Like you don't know what your real motivations are. You know, because on the surface level, and I'm just going to use this group for example, New Jeans. I think New Jeans has really good music. I can as a musician I could take a step back and go wow, hey, like those are some really good songs. Like everything about the song is good. From the music to the singing, the melody, all that jazz. Even the lyrics are good. But I'm also a heterosexual male, and the group New Jeans has five really attractive women in it. Um, I'm just randomly mentioning one like Hani. I'm sure I mentioned her before. Like smoking ass body, love her thighs. Would love to put my face between her crotch, right in there, right in there. So like there's also another member in New Jeans called Minji. I think that's her name. I would love to put her legs behind her head. You know, seriously, seriously. My pull-out game is weak. But so once again, like, are these my motivations? Is this why I really like the K-pop group New Jeans, or are they just a good group? I don't know. And like, I'm not gonna spend time losing sleep over it. But I don't know. It's been a great week. K-pop has not disappointed. Like, there's lots of good music out there. So like, yeah, I'm recommending some music to you guys. I'm gonna recommend New Jeans. I'm gonna recommend Ive. I'm gonna recommend Twice. I'm gonna recommend Blackpink. And the reason why I'm mentioning these four groups is once again, this is for only heterosexual men. If you do not actually like the music, you can turn the sound down and just watch the music videos, and you will be happy. Once again, I promote K-pop that can be enjoyed with the sound down. Okay? Because once again, K-pop is a form of entertainment that can be enjoyed in several ways. You have the visuals. If you just want to look at them, okay. 99% of all the women in K-pop are skinny. 99% of them are all hot. I mean, 99% of them are hot. I mean, like nothing beats a skinny in shape woman. I mean, especially when you live in America, and when like over half the population's like the size of a beach ball. K-pop is such a refresher. You know, I tell you, I love a skinny chick. There there in the group there's and I've talked about it before because I had a season about her. Wang Yang, dude, this girl has a thigh gap that you want to fill. I swear to God, look her up. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later. Peace out.